Welcome back. The time is now 8:18. Well, Honor Flight San Diego is getting ready for its next flight at the end of the month.
But now all of the work is going into getting the trip ready. Kacey McKinnon's at the Doubletree Bayside with a look at all of that prep work that's going on. Hey, Kacey, good morning.
Hey, Kacey.
Hi, you guys. Good morning. Well, I promised you a special guest. Here he is.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Kacey.
How's it going, Paul?
You know what's so cool? I'm learning about this honor flight deal. Sure, we're honoring the vets, and 90 of them are going on this flight, of which I'm so fortunate to ride along with. But there is a whole army behind the army. These group of volunteers, and this is just a fraction of them. The esprit de corps that they show to make, because no one's doing this to get wealthy. Everyone's doing this out of the goodness of their heart and their support of the military. That is just flat out so cool about, you see all these Holly Schaffners, if you will. They put her in a copy machine and they spit out 160 of them. And then, Kacey, that's just one grain of sand. Then you go around the country and there's all these different honor flights in all these different cities. And it really makes you feel good that there's still a strong core of people out there that support the men and women of our military, and for good reason. And I'm thrilled to be part of it.
I'm so happy that you get to go. How long has this been on your bucket list for?
Well, it all started about 20 years ago when my brother-in-law went with Honor Flight Madison, and he took my mother's neighbor, who happened to be a combat submarine captain, and he came back from that, and he came back a changed person. He said, Paul, he didn't even know what he was getting into. He was a last-second substitution for the submarine captain's son, and he came back. He was a changed dude, and he said, "You got to do this." And so I've been bopping around the country, looking for work. And so then I met Holly about 15 years ago, and they were always going during the football season, and I can't leave the PPR. But then I realized there was a spring option, and it took a little while, but I'm finally aboard. And while I'm still ambulatory, I can still move. Hopefully, man, you should see this itinerary from when the rooster crows until the sun goes down. These guys are.
I don't know how you're going to keep up.
I was thinking, this is insane. If you were a travel agent, you've been fired. Or put up on charges. But these guys, I'm told, are going to just bust around, and I am.
It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
And just like it always is, we need to bring in Holly Schaffner, because Holly, without you, these events and flights couldn't be possible. How much money do you raise to prepare for just one flight? And then there's another flight 6 months later. Your world doesn't stop.
No, we certainly don't stop. And it is a 6-month planning cycle. So, what you see here today, in 6 months from now, we'll be doing the exact same thing again. So we go on the flight, we come home, and it's all over again. We take a breath, and then it's on to the next one. So we have to fundraise $310,000 a year to take these veterans on their honor flight. And so what's so great is that the veterans don't pay a dime for their flight. And that includes, the charter airfare, the buses, the hotels, all the food. So we have to raise $310,000 twice a year. And I wasn't a math major, but that's $620,000 to send our American heroes on their honor flight.
It makes my heart happy, and I'm sure it makes yours as well, that you get those donations each and every year to make these flights happen. It really goes to show that, America loves our military.
Well, they do love our military, and it starts at the littlest levels. We had a 6-year-old little boy that went to his piggy bank and grabbed $1 because he didn't want his grandmother to work so hard raising money. All the way up to little girls doing lemonade stands, to American Legions, VFWs that are doing fundraisers for us. So if anybody out there is listening and they want to support us, they can do a fundraiser. They can go to our website at honorflightsandiego.org. They can sponsor T-shirts. They can sponsor a flight. They can sponsor the plane. They can sponsor meals. Whatever it is, we're open to it.
Okay, before we go, talk about this specific flight. You take off from San Diego International Friday morning. You land in D.C. Right after that, and then talk about how many people are on this flight and who they are.
Yeah, we have 90 World War II, Korea, and Vietnam veterans. And our oldest veteran's 98 years young, Mr. Russ Loffman. He just had a birthday last week, all the way to our Vietnam veterans. And they really, truly are going to these memorials that were built for their service and sacrifice. And then they come home to a hero's homecoming, which is going to be amazing as well. And it's more than just visiting memorials. For them, it's also about the camaraderie. They're meeting men and women it's for some of them it's closure.
Absolutely amazing. Holly, thank you, and thank you everybody for being here. This is amazing to watch you put in all of the hard work. All right, well, they take off Friday morning, and then the homecoming is the 27th. Be there. That's a very special moment as well. Paul, get on over here. We gotta toss things back for me.
Who am I tossing back to?
Allie and Jason.
Hey, Allie and Jason, have a good rest of your morning and keep it right here on Good Morning San Diego, the weekend edition.
Like you've done that before.
Has he
I
packed
scored
yet?
cactus syrup. I'm now paid because I'm no longer an amateur. I have cactus.
Cactus, what do you?
I don't know, but it's going to be part of the breakfast.
Out of everything, that's what he found.
Yeah. Casey, has Paul packed yet, or is he a last-minute packer? That's my question.
Have you packed yet? Or are you a last minute packer?
I was packed a week ago. But you know, it's only basically.
No, he wasn't, because he asked Holly about an hour ago what
I
should he
asked
bring.
about a jacket, and I'm told in DC it's already in the 70s and the blossoms are blossoming. So it's travel clothes and one other set of clothes.
Pray for no rain.
Yes. But you know what? I got a feeling. I don't really care about the weather. I'm really not. The vibe of this thing is so special that it could snow. I don't care. You know.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a special one, so I can't wait to hear about your trip.
Yeah, and you know what? You will hear about probably ad nauseum because I got a feeling this is going to be something I'm going to be talking about the rest of my life.
Oh, very cool.
All right?
All right.
I got to go have some cactus syrup. What is cactus syrup? Is it from a cactus?
Let us know later how it tastes. We'll see you guys later.
All right, that
Maybe
sounds
with pancakes or
good.
something.
Yes, thanks to Paul for getting up early, coming hanging out on his day off. All right, thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey.